There comes a moment in your life when you realize it was never about you. Every step you take, every battle you fight, every time you get back up after falling, someone is watching. Not the world, not the crowd, but the two souls who gave everything so you could breathe. Your parents. They didn't dream for themselves anymore after you were born. They dreamed through you. They carried pain in silence. They stayed awake when you were sick. They gave up comfort you never even knew existed, just to see you smile. You may not remember the nights they stayed hungry, but you remember how full your plate was. You may not see the tears they hide, but you saw the courage they showed. You may not have heard their whispers in prayer, but those whispers were the reason you made it this far. Now tell me, how could you ever give up when the people who never gave up on you are still standing behind you? They believed in you before you believed in yourself. They saw greatness in you before you even understood what that meant. And all they want is to see you become what they always prayed for. Not rich, not famous, not powerful. Just someone they can look at the end and say, that's my child. That's the one I raised. That's the one who never gave up. Success hits different when it's not just for you. When every win is not about ego but gratitude. When every victory echoes, Mom, Dad, we made it. You think you're tired? They worked until their hands were numb. You think you're stressed? They carried your entire future on their back without a break. You think you have sacrificed enough? They built you through sacrifice. They didn't ask for luxury. They asked for your effort. They didn't ask for perfection. They asked for your progress. They didn't want you to change the world. They just wanted you to change yourself. You know what hurts the most? Seeing a son or daughter with potential but not discipline. Seeing talent but not hunger. Seeing dreams but no work. That pain, it cuts deeper than words, because they know what they gave you. They know what they fought for, and all they want is to see that fight living inside you. You want to make your parents proud? Then stop wasting time. Stop chasing shortcuts. Stop doing what everyone else is doing. Every second you scroll, they are aging. Every day you delay, they are waiting. Every time you say maybe later, their hope fades a little more. Make them proud now. Not when you're ready, not when you have more time, not someday, but now. Because one day you'll wake up and they won't be here anymore. And you'll wish you could show them the success you finally achieved. You wish you could let them see the person you became. You'll wish they hear you say, Mom, Dad, I did it. But by then it'll be too late. So don't wait. Not for tomorrow. Not for perfect timing. Not for validation. They gave you everything. The least you can do is make their sacrifice worth it. Remember the times you were a child, when you ran to them after falling, when you cried because the world hurt you. They picked you up. They told you you're stronger, you'll be okay. And now they're older. Now that they're tired, it's your turn to carry the weight. It's your turn to stand tall. It's your turn to fight, because you're not just their child, you're their legacy. They taught you what love looked like. They showed you what sacrifice feels like. Now it's time to become the proof that all their struggle was not in vain. Every late night you grind, every early morning you wake, every goal you chase, it's all writing a story they started, but you will finish it. Make it a story worth telling. And don't think pride comes from perfection. No, your parents are waiting for a flawless child. They're waiting for a grateful one, someone who remembers where they came from, someone who knows that love built this foundation. Pride doesn't come from how much money you make. It comes from how much respect you show, from how you treat others, from how you carry their name, from how you refuse to quit. When you walk into success, walk with their lessons in your heart. When you win, bow your head and thank them silently, because even when the world doubted you, they never did. There's a moment in every fighter's life when you realize your motivation isn't just pain, it's gratitude, it's legacy, it's love. You start training harder not because you hate losing, but because you owe it to them to win. You start grinding every day not because you crave attention, but because you know they work too hard for you to be average. This is your redemption. This is your duty. This is your chance to make your parents proud. You think small victories doesn't matter? They do. Every time you make a good decision, they're smiling. Every time you stay disciplined, they're proud. Every time you stand tall in chaos, they whisper, that's my child. They see your growth. They feel your struggle. And even if they never say it, they're proud already. But prize isn't a destination. destination. It's a journey. Keep walking, keep building, keep learning, keep earning it. There are people who spend their whole life chasing fame, but the greatest feeling in this world is looking into your parents' eyes and seeing joy instead of worry, peace instead of pain, pride instead of fear. That is success. It's not about cars, not about houses, not about stages. It's about becoming the kind of person they dreamed of raising. A warrior with a heart, a fighter with a purpose, a leader with humility, a human with gratitude. So when life gets hard and you want to quit, remember their faces, remember the closed hands, remember the quiet prayers at night. They didn't give up on you, so don't you dare give up on them. You're carrying their hopes, their faith, their legacy. When you rise, they rise. When you win, they win. When you finally become the person they always knew you could be, that's when the pain was worth it. So today, make a promise, not to the world, not to your friends, not to your past, to your parents. Promise them that you'll never stop improving. Promise them that no matter how far you go, you'll never forget who got you there. Promise them that one day they'll look at you and say, yes, that's my child and I'm proud. Because at the end of the day, that's what life is all about. Making the ones who gave you everything feel like it was all worth it. Now go out there, work harder, stay disciplined, and remember, you don't just carry your name, you carry theirs. Make them proud.